Yo, what is going on, Eat Nation, baby? We're back to our Madden 24 action, and today we're going to be absolutely destroying man and zone in the play right beside me, PA Boot. But most importantly, later on in the video, I'm going to show you guys the setup in order to score super easy red zone touchdowns. We are in the formation pistol, open, flex, close. You're going to find this in the Bills and the Giants playbook. Now, this is going to be the third money play that we break down in this channel. Back to back videos have all been in the pistol, open, flex, close. This is a ebook type of scheme that I'm putting out for you guys. So of course, if you appreciate it, would highly appreciate a like, subscribe, and of course comment down below on what you guys would like to see next. If there's a specific playbook you want me to cook into, I could cook into. Specific formation I want me to look into, I will definitely go ahead and do that for you guys. But other than that, hey, let's hop right into it. So we're gonna want to run this play flipped. I'll explain why in just a moment. But right now we got a slant with the over-the-top crosser, high-low concept that is both efficient at beating man and zone. We're going to utilize motion in this play just like the previous two that we went over, because one, it helps us identify man or zone, and two, it adds a fear factor on the defensive side. It interrupts his pre-play adjustments and gives him another wrinkle for him to worry about, think about, and something, especially when we have the previous two plays for him to think about that we previously went over. So right now, why we put the play flipped, and that's because it doesn't matter what hash mark you're on, the running back will always go on a streak to the left side of the field, and we don't want him interrupting the slant and the crosser combination. We want to leave that how it is. We want him going to the opposite side of the field in case the user is taking away either the slant or the crosser from us. So we got a backside streak for us to throw to, and a lot of us know the popular bunch play where they crosser and then a lot of the times the RB is on a streak. This is basically an identical version of that. Now we can do is technically put the tight end on a streak, and then we can actually motion him to one side of the field or the other side of the field if we wanted to do so instead of the RB. But I'll show you guys right now. When you do use the tight end on the streak, because he's so close to the line of scrimmage, the reads happen too close together. So if you happen to miss one, then you kind of miss them all in a way, if you know what I mean. So I'll call hike right now, and you know the streak goes up the field so fast that you're still reading one side of the field by the time he's kind of open in the zone. So you kind of have to predetermine your read if you use the tight end. I personally don't like that. I like some depth in my reads. That way I can properly scan the field and see what the user is doing. So that's why I will always run this play flipped and use the RB. And of course, if I have the tight end on a streak, then I can't motion him to this side of the field and then put him on, for example, an out route to the sideline to give us another read to go on that side of the field in case the user is taking away the slant or the crosser, and so on and so forth. So this is going to be the play art of the play. I know I talked a lot. If you need some more explaining, feel free to write it in the comments. I'll definitely go over it for you guys if needed. So we got the reads on this play are going to be the slant R1 ran by Keenan Allen, the square Palmer on the crosser, the streak of the RB triangle, and then X on the out route. Those are going to be the reads on this play. They all beat zone, and they all, for the most part, do a good job against man defense. So of course, we're going to start with the RB on the slant. If all the zones kind of drop underneath, you can kind of actually give a downward precision pass and typically undercut it and then turn upfield on the side. Usually when you see the zones drop down that far, you're definitely going to want to go over the top on the crosser. Now, typically, if you're playing Ultimate Team, online, head-to-head, regs, all that good stuff, the user, he's not going to typically let a crossing route get wide open. So typically, you're definitely looking for the underneath slant. You're going to hit that for the user to drop down, and then you're going to be wanting to hit the over-the-top crosser. Now, of course, you know, the user is always going to want to try to take away the crosser. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're going to be able to hit the crosser all day long, but if the user doesn't want to guard it, then obviously you're going to want to, right? But in this instance, I'm going to assume a majority of guys are playing against competent opponents. I know that's weird to say in Madden, but sometimes I'm just going to assume you are. And meaning that, you know, you're going to be looking for underneath, and then of course, now over the top, I'm going to tell you guys, all right, boom, there it is for you to hit the streak according to the sideline. And the best part about this play is the creativity you're able to have, because you don't have to motion the tight end over. You can motion, for example, Keenan Allen, and then put him on a slant. And now you got two crossers going across the field with each other. And then maybe you want to put Palmer there. And then maybe you want to put Eckler on a wheel route, so on and so forth. Or maybe if you want extra protection, block him like how I'm going to do right here. And then you got a slant right here underneath. And then you got a crossing route, boom, right over there for you to attack the defense in a different way. This play specifically has so much motion ability that you're able to, one, freestyle if you would like to. Two, give your opponent so many different wrinkles that he doesn't know what he's going against, especially with the other previous money plays that we go over. They're all so money that when you pick one, you can kind of just pick it, run it how you would will, and your opponent has no idea what's coming or what to do against them, which is the best part about this formation. But right now, let's go back to the proper setup. Just like that, you know, cover 3 has no chance against this. If you wanna run cover 3, it's free. It's absolutely free on the offensive side if they're running cover 3, to the point where I know it's just like, it's my favorite now. It's my favorite defense to go against at this point because I know they have no ability to stop it. And of course, if you want to attack the flat like this, you know, you can just call hike and not motion him and then just boom, throw it to the sideline right there. If you want a small check down, pick up small yards in short yardage situations, so on and so forth. You know, this play gives you the ultimate flexibility to do what you would like with your adjustments and motions, but you have so much creativity and options in order to do so that it makes it so much fun to run this formation because of the creativity it allows you to have. I don't see too many formations in Madden that gives you this much creativity on the offensive side for you to run whatever you would like, however you would like, and your opponent has to be on his A game, but most of the time that's not enough. You have to mess up on the offensive side, and a lot of the times if I do mess up and throw in an unlucky interception, I could sit there and think that was my fault. It wasn't the opponent making a good play, that was on me. And that's the best part about Madden, is when you're able to create an offensive scheme like that when you know the opponent just has no chance in order to stop you. Not to mention this, but say your opponent puts his curl flat zones to about 5 for 0 or however much to make sure he protects the sideline from either the out, the streak, and all that good stuff. Well, what you're going to want to do is put Williams on here and then just motion him to the outside. And when you do that, you change the window of where he gets open. And of course, you don't have to do this when he specifically puts his flat zones down, but you could also do this to add a wrinkle when you want to change where the user goes, because once you do this, the open window of when the crosser gets open happens across the numbers to the hash marks, and it makes it so the user has to commit to that side of the field, and then it allows you to hit the slant, or if you would want, you could attack the wheel route by putting, like, for example, the RB just like this, put him on a wheel route, and then you're attacking that side of the field as well. So right now, I'll show you guys right now. Let's say he goes to the flat zones, and then the window right there is going to be absolutely huge for you to attack. Another way for you to change the wrinkle on this offense. So switch over to man real fast, and I just wanted to showcase that one, these routes do beat man, but I'm pretty sure at this point you guys know that a slant and a crossing route beat man defense. Now, if you also would like to, you could put your RB on a wheel route. And if, like, for example, hypothetically, you're seeing man defense, you can put the RB on a wheel route. And then because the tight end's behind the line of scrimmage, you can just do this and then put him on a wheel route. And you know, wheel routes, especially behind the line of scrimmage, are incredibly effective at beating man defense. So you can kind of just do this double wheel route. And what's the opponent going to do, right? You know, they both beat man defense, and the opponent can't go to both sides. So if you see man defense, you know, I'm going to always recommend a double wheel route both sides, and then, you know, just attack the defense that way. But that's too easy in this formation, right? So, you know, just in case you get caught in man defense and you weren't sure in it, you know, let me just showcase that, you know, of course, these route combinations, the slant and that crosser, as you guys already saw, the crosser was wide open. So when you're throwing the crosser, you have to be careful to not throw it too late, because it kind of stems up the field a little bit. If you miss the initial window on this one, I'm not going to recommend you throw that route. Because here, right here is when he's open, is when you want to throw to it. But here, let me wait a little bit longer on the next play right here. And then you're going to see that even a below par cornerback or an average cornerback is going to sit there and undercut it. Just like that, even with a sideways precision pass, typically going to be able to undercut it. So if you miss the initial window on the crossing route, then you're either going to want to go to the slant, the out route, or the wheel route ran by the running back or tight end. One more time, you know, off the initial cut, that's when you're going to want to attack the tight end. And of course, when you do that, you usually get not to attack, you want to throw it to the wide receiver. And then that's when you get your running start towards the sideline. But my favorite man beating route combination is going to be two wheel routes across the sideline. And of course, whichever way the user goes to, that's the way the opposite side you're going to attack, and then of course pick up that easy one play touchdown. Alrighty, so let's have some fun and score some easy touchdowns. When I'm in this area, the red zone, 15-ish yard mark, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to always tell you to motion the crossing route receiver to the opposite side of the field. And you're going to see he makes a nice beeline to the back pylon where he's going to be absolutely wide open. So actually, you know what, right here, I'll just put the, I'll set up the play properly just to give myself something else like that. And then, you know what, because I already motioned the receiver, I can't do that to the tight end. I'll put him on that just for the giggles to give the opponent some type of illusion. Right now, I'm just going to call hike and then absolutely open in the end zone. It's an absolute zone killer. Opponent can't do anything about it. And because you haven't shown him this motion yet, where he goes to one side of the field to the other, then he doesn't have the ability or idea to have an idea on what you're about to do, right? And because of that, this is going to be an easy just easy score when you're in the red zone. And of course, the red zone is such a difficult spot for you to score in that you're able to easily call this and have the full confidence in knowing you see zone defense, boom, you're going to this and you're going to put up points. I'm going to show some clips of me utilizing this play in the red zone and scoring easy touchdowns because of it. And I think one of the clips are even in my Super Bowl, in head-to-head legendary Super Bowl. You're going to see me scoring that touchdown in there. And of course, when you have the full confidence of using it in your Super Bowl, you know it is a money play. And you're going to see me using this formation in my Super Bowl as well. So I mean, obviously when I'm in legendary division Super Bowl playing against some quality opponents, you're going to typically see my best of the best schemes come out, and this is definitely going to be one of them. And because of that, of course that slant is going to get open as well across the sideline, but you got to assume the user is going to be there taking it away. But it is open in this area of the field as well, in case he does not. Say he goes to the RB because he hit it a couple times. He's like, oh, I got the RB jumped, go to the slant. But at the same time, this crossing route is going to be absolutely money for you. And it's what I absolutely look for hitting when I am in the red zone. Just like that. Boom, baby. That's going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys do enjoy this scheme and you want to see more of it, let me know. But of course, if you guys want to see something else in a different playbook, please let me know and I'll cook up in that as well. But other than that, hey, good luck, everybody.